Nonlinear PowerPoints are a fantastic way to engage the learners in your classroom. They're especially important to help your designer think through precisely what they are going to accomplish. In this example, I have created a PowerPoint for you to work with and some written instructions. You will find them on our class wiki. Please download the Egypt 2 PowerPoint and the IT portfolio directions. Notice that you will see page 2 of the handout to start the directions. The directions are looking like this with IT portfolio, and then you will be finding screenshots and so forth to help you along the way. I will be creating this demonstration using a Macintosh machine that has the new Office 2011 ribbon installed on it. So I will be following these instructions. If you happen to have an older version, you may be able to follow these instructions here. I will be moving this instruction sheet off to the side so that you can see what I'm doing, but please refer to it while you are creating your nonlinear PowerPoint. Don't need that one. Here we go with our Egypt PowerPoint. Notice that there is a cream-colored box here. This will give you the instructions on what to do on each page. The first one says to remove the automatic forwarding on all slides. I refer to my instruction sheet and I can see that I need to click on my Transitions tab, and then I am going to deselect mouse click. Then I am going to apply to all slides. What this does is it removes the automatic forwarding so that when you hit your mouse button, it does not automatically progress through the PowerPoint. This forces your student to have navigation on each and every slide. That's part of the thinking process. So I have completed step number 1. I am going to remove it from my instructions. The next step says that I need to add internal hyperlinks to slides listed as gray text: Nile River, Great Pyramids, camels, and do-it-yourself. You'll notice over here on the thumbnails that I have a Nile River, something else, Great Pyramids, camels, and then a quick quiz. So, in order to do this, I again look over at my instruction sheet, and I am going to find that I start by highlighting the text that I want to link. I next go to my Slideshow tab. I then click on Action Settings. I select Hyperlink To. I go down, I select the slide text. It will pull up a thumbnail of all the slides in my show. I know that I'm hyperlinking to the Nile River. I remembered that. And I will say OK. Then OK again. And all of a sudden my Nile River will be hyperlinked to the second slide named Nile River. I will do the same thing with Great Pyramids, Slideshow, Action Settings, Hyperlink To, Slide. I wanted the Great Pyramids. I say OK and OK. Oops, I missed the great part. If you missed something like I did, you can always go in, add a little bit of text in the middle of your hyperlink, and all will work well. We'll do one more here, camels, action settings. Notice that this is going to be happening on mouse click. Another option is mouse over. That one really bugs me because the screen starts jumping around, but it is useful in some places. Slide. I think I'm onto the camel slide. I say OK, I say OK, and we are good. Should I do the quiz? What the heck, why not? Hyperlink, next slide, slide, quick quiz, OK, OK. At this point I would want to try my machine, so I would put it in show mode to see if all was working. I may also want to save what I have done. Saving is always a good deal. So I've done that. I can take off that instruction. My next one is to make the graphic hot by linking it to its URL. Actually, this isn't working well on my machine right now, so I'm not going to be doing that. But I could show you how to do it. Same way, select it, Action Settings, Hyperlink to. I'm not going to in this particular instance. Next instruction is to make the URL of the graphic tiny and place vertically on the side of the photo. Here's my citation. I simply go up. I'm going to make it about size 8 font because it does not need to be large. I will hyperlink it simply by hitting return. Then in order to turn it on its side, I go to the green circle and I can rotate this little guy. I'll shrink it down, get my arrows so that it's there, and I'm going to put it right on the side of my picture. This is a useful thing to do if you're running out of screen real estate. I have done that, so I can take that off of my to-do list. I need to add my name and today's date, delete the instruction box, and remember to post the sample on my wiki when it's completed. In order to make a new text box, I go to Home. I select the text icon, text box. I can put my name down here and the date today. This happens to be March 7th, 2013. I want to get rid of my box, and life is good to go. I think I'll put my name right down at the bottom corner here. Slide 1 completed. Moving on to slide 2. Slide 2 is asking me to draw a hot spot around the Nile. This is the Nile River in Egypt. What I want to do is I want to make it so that when I click on that spot, I will go to my slide number 3, which is more information about the Nile. In order to do the hot spot, once again, I need to check out my instruction sheet, which is not on the screen for you. It says, using my drawing tools, well, my drawing tools are right here below my text box. I am going to select a basic shape. In this case, the river's long and narrow, so I chose a circle. I am going to draw a circle around the Nile River. Now comes the funny part. What I need to do is I need to double-click on my circle that I drew so that my formatting toolbar opens up. I next need to go to my fill box, or paint bucket, and I need to select a color that is not the blue that is showing. In this instance, I'm going to choose red. Why do you have to do that? Why not just choose a transparent color? Because it won't work. Sorry about that. But to get rid of the color, I then choose transparency and I move it to 100% transparent. That way the red box doesn't actually show. For my line, I can choose no line. That will still work. I'm then, with the hotspot still selected, going to link that hotspot to my next slide. Remembering how I did that last time, I go to Slideshow, Action Settings, Hyperlink to, Slide. I want slide number 3 because that has the Nile information. OK, OK. Now, if I were to put this in show mode, this would be a hotspot. I click on it, and it will take me to slide 3. Please try that on your version. My next task is to provide navigation from slide 3 back to this slide. Well, I can do that. I'm over on my Nile slide. What I will be doing is I need to go to Home, so I can select, I think here what I will do is I will choose an arrow. Arrows make nice navigation. I will make it so that it goes to the left because I want to go back. Return to previous slide. Notice how my text went off, so I might have to make that just a little bit bigger. Or I could highlight it and make my font smaller. That's not a bad idea. I'll make it 14. If I made my slide longer, then it would all fit on. This needs to be hyperlinked to my previous slide. So here's my action settings, hyperlink to. I personally always choose the slide so that if I move the slides around in the show, the links still stay. Now my slide is hyperlinked to the previous one. I go back to this slide, provide navigation from this slide back to the first slide, to the quiz, and to the end. I'm happening to be on item number 4 here. Sorry, I'm not pausing much. I'll move my box up, and I'm going to be putting my navigation down here. All right, now it's time to draw some more arrows. Block arrows. I will choose a left arrow, and I will say to index. That would be the beginning. I want to go to the quiz. So what I'm going to do is I am going to, I'll just make another slide, I guess, or another arrow. Basics, no, block arrows. I think I'll make it go this direction this time. To quiz. Now, since I've still got one that I want to go to the left side, I am going to copy and I am going to paste, so I end up with a second arrow, and on this one I am going to say to end. I am going to move these so that they are more or less in a line. I'm also going to make that one just a whisker larger, and that one a little bit larger also. And I'm going to put them sort of in a line, but not really, because I don't want to spend the time lining them up. I will do my hyperlinking for each of these. If I triple click on my text, that will select it all. Slideshow, action settings, hyperlink to, slide, Egypt is the beginning. If I wanted to play a sound here, I certainly could, like maybe an arrow. That might be exciting. Mostly I find the sounds distracting, but you can still do it. Hyperlink to, I'm sending this to the quiz. Here's my quick quiz. I don't want a sound there. Oh yeah, I could have a sound. I'll use the applause, it's right there. And then the end one, I do have an end slide in my show. I know that because I put it there. You hopefully have scrolled down to see what the slides all are. That one, no sound. We will have some more clapping. So I have provided navigation to those 3 locations. It next says align navigation for neatness. To do that, I select one arrow, hold down my Shift key, do my multiple select by clicking on arrows 2 and 3. I go back to my home button or tab. I click on arrange. I am going to align or distribute, and I will align the middles, and that will put them evenly lined up across the edge. I could also align or distribute, and I could distribute horizontally, and that would be really nice. Okay, my next thing is that I need to take my URL. I will hyperlink it. I will make it small by changing my font to size 8, and then I am going to just use my arrow keys and walk that right up into the bottom of my picture. This slide is done. I delete the box. Life is good. I have my navigation here. I'm now moving to slide 4. Slide 4 says that I need to provide navigation from this slide to the first, to the quiz, and to the end. I did that already. I'm going to jump back to my Nile slide. I am going to click on Index, Quiz, End. I am going to copy. I am going to go to this slide, and I am going to paste. Time is up. I think you can pretty much figure out what else needs to be done on each of the slides. Good luck, have fun. Nonlinear PowerPoints are a great way to go. Bye.